So welcome everyone back to my CFN HQ, hanging with the community, and we're doing a special edition in office with my man Yaz here, and he's been how long you been a member here for?
This December it'll be 2 years.
That's right. Now, jog us through, for a lot of people that don't know you, remind us how you found CrossFit. Like, how did you find us? How did you get in here?
So, in 8th grade, so I played football throughout middle school, high school. In 8th grade, they would bring up the 8th graders to come lift with the high school team. And at that time, I remember coming as an 8th grader to the high school and lift. You were there, and there was the CrossFit coaches running the lifts at North Football. And then I know a new coach changed, and then you guys moved out. So like that was, I kind of got a little taste of CrossFit workouts. Mm-hmm. Like you would do little like the lifts at the football lifts. So like I knew who you were. You didn't know who I was, but I was just a little 5'2" 8th grader just working out. But I remember knowing who you were, and I remember it was CrossFit. Yeah. But then like I didn't even know you had like a Newtown place or stuff like that. And then years pass, and then I get to junior year of high school, and my good friend Rachel Lawrence,
that's right,
who works out at Newtown, she was like, I was at lunch with her one day, and she was like, "You got just come do CrossFit with me one day."
That's right.
And I was like, "What? Like, I don't even know what CrossFit is. Like, what is that?" She's like, "Come on, just try it." So she brought me to a class, and then I saw you. I'm like, oh wait, like we remembered each other, and then the rest was history with that.
Yeah, that's wild that you came not knowing what you were gonna get yourself into. So when you walked in here, was it different than what you thought it was gonna be like? Like what did you think it was gonna be like versus like what did you actually experience, and how do you remember the workout? Yeah. How was it?
I actually do remember the workout. It was thrusters, which I hate thrusters to this day. It was we were doing thrusters. I remember like thinking that it was gonna be like just like, I didn't think that you were gonna actually coach the whole time. Like I didn't think that there was an actual coach. I thought that you kind of like get a workout and it was just like you knock out the workout and that was it. But like, I remember even like we were just doing like warm up and you like were coming up and like fixing me and like stuff because like you were there the whole time. So I really enjoyed that part, and I wasn't expecting that to really be coached the whole time.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So you're in college right now.
Yeah.
Where do you attend?
I'm currently a first year at Drexel University.
At Drexel, and of course you're attending it at home because you're going virtually. What are you majoring in?
So right now I'm a business undecided. I might be changing or leaning towards a different major. My passion and like dream was always to be in the sports media field, whether that's broadcasting, sports writing. So I might be shifting gears to like sports journalism and like media production. So I'm nothing set in stone. Obviously, like I'm only 19. I don't have my life figured out.
That's awesome. It's also interesting because you know you're taking kind of a different approach than what I would assume, because I know you, what you would actually be doing, because a lot of people don't know what your family's involved in and what you've been involved in, like your whole entire life from when you were a kid. Can you tell us a little bit about that business and what you guys do and how long you guys had it? Yeah,
so my dad, people don't know, owns King of Falafel in the Newtown Farmers Market since 1994.
Crazy.
Yeah, so he's been there longer, before he was even married, so it's crazy. He's been there. He opened the shop with his brother, and he was kind of on and off at first.
Were they always in the farmers market?
Yeah, they were always there. They were before, like you see the Amish there now. Yeah. There was a whole different group of Amish. Like that's the oldest stand in the Newtown Farmers Market right now.
Wow, their stand? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is really cool. That and the produce, like they've kind of moved in together.
Wow, so you guys seen the change over of all the businesses?
So my dad's seen like new businesses, new like structure of the market, and like even our structure, it's changed over years. His menu used to only have like 5 items on the menu. Now we got over like 60.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Like, like it's crazy how it grew. When it first opened, it was like it was kind of like a risk for my dad and uncle when they opened it, and it was like it slowly worked their way up. Like my dad did other stuff, he wasn't set in stone on it, but I think my dad took full control of it in 2005
Yeah,
when my uncle moved to California. So my dad's really like been set in stone in there since '05.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, you work in there fairly often.
Yeah.
Now, the farmer's market, for people that, I don't know who doesn't know that the farmer's market's not open all week, but it's only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Correct.
What goes on the rest of the week in that business?
You would be surprised. Like, my dad is working 6 to 7 days a week, even for that business. We'll start like Sunday. I would say that I'll give him that's his day off. You need a day off after those crazy 3 days because it gets packed in there. Monday, Tuesday, my dad's like in and out of the market. I'll be with him. It's a lot of work. You got to go. We go to Restaurant Depot on Tuesdays, get produce, get other stuff. There's just so much work on the side, like because we make everything from scratch. Like we'll get the chickpeas on Monday, and then all day Tuesday you're just like a whole process of just making hummus. Like, it's crazy. Right. So we on Wednesdays it's kind of like everyone in the market is there. It's kind of like a preparation day, so like we have our workers there, and like I'll come in and help, and we're just preparing. And like I said, like my dad, we're only open 3 days a week, but I feel like he works 6 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, most people don't understand that is they just see everything pop up and like, no, these guys are like working the other days, like getting stuff ready for just those 3 days of service.
Yeah, that's the number one question I get. Like, your dad only works 3 days a week? I'm like, no, it's more work than you think.
How has the pandemic affected it? Have you seen maybe like you're still busy because the dynamic has just changed, or like what are you seeing?
Obviously, first month of the quarantine, it was rough. Like that March, April, it was rough. Like we weren't even getting 50% of sales that we were getting, and we were having a great January, February. So it really hit us. And we were worried, like I think every other, you were a business owner, everyone was worried. Like we were, it was half our sales. Once things got a little lightened up and like, things, people like started, I think just people were fed up of staying at home. So people started coming into the market, and we've actually, it's been good. We've worked our way back up.
That's awesome.
The market is crazy now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everyone's wearing masks, but like it's still like.
You guys still doing a lot of takeout?
Not as much as at first. Like I said, like beginning of quarantine, I think 90% curbside.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd be running in and out of the door curbside. I even did like a little like delivery for like a short period of time. Like it was just like you had to manage, right?
Yeah.
You had to adjust to that time, and I think every business owner, like you did.
Oh yeah.
We all adjusted.
Change.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. So it's interesting. That you don't want to go into the family business. You want to do something else.
Yeah.
Well, why is that?
So I think me and my dad both agree on that one. He does what he does. He's had a crazy past. He's an immigrant, and the way he worked his way up. What he did, and I'm grateful for it every day, is for me to be in this spot to get that college education that he couldn't get. So it does put a little bit of pressure on me. A little bit. Like, I don't want to let them down.
You think he wants you in the family business?
No, he tells me that.
He tells you he doesn't want you?
He
really?
tells me he wants to be better.
Really?
He wants me to be better.
Wow.
And I take that challenge.
Yeah.
Obviously I love the market and I love that business, and it's a great business, but...
Well, that's where you've grown up.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been there your whole life.
I've been, like I said, my dad has been bringing me since I was like 4 or 5 years old with him, and I've been working, really working for 3-4 years, so I know that business by heart. My dad leaves me running business sometimes for weekends if he's got to go on a trip or something.
Yeah, right.
So but I know that me and him both know that we want better for me. So we'll see. I mean, obviously it's a great backup plan.
Yeah, I'd say so. For sure.
I mean, obviously I don't want to resort, but hey, nothing against the business. I want to be better.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And that's a cool relationship that you guys have. And it takes also takes a lot of courage on your part to want to branch out and not just settle and be comfortable.
Exactly.
And it seems like a lot of the kids that we get in here your age, like the people that come in here and do CrossFit at your age, are kind of a little bit mentally, they're a little mentally tougher. They like the challenge. Obviously, why are you even in here?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So let me bring you back to football really quick. So you played all 4 years.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
So I played free safety from freshman to junior year. Mm-hmm. Then my senior year, I played strong safety for 5 games, and then got moved to outside linebacker. So I'm only 5'7", 5'8", and I was playing outside backer. So it was like you look at me and you don't expect me to play that position, but I love to hit, man.
What do you think? I mean, there was obviously a big change to high school sports, this season with not allowing fans. I mean, the incoming freshmen that are coming in right now, or even the younger people playing varsity for the first time, it's got to be like a shock to them. Not to have it it's hard to explain how cool it is to participate in a sport in front of your family and your friends and stuff like that.
I think it's probably the best part of Friday Night Lights is I tried to focus on the game and not like that. I was like very focused when I get on the field, but obviously like you're gonna look over to the stands, you see your best buddies, your parents. I would always have sometimes my cousins would come up and watch the game. It was such a great feeling knowing that, like, let's say you make a great play and you see all your friends and like your whole school basically there. I feel so bad for those guys, especially like the seniors now. Exactly. I feel bad more for the seniors. Because it's their senior year, and I watched a few games that are airing them online, and it looks like a JV game in terms of attendance, and it sucks because I remember being a freshman and sophomore, obviously being on the sidelines, not playing. I didn't get playing until freshman and sophomore, but being on the sidelines, watching it and seeing how crazy they were, and I'm just like, I can't wait till I get on this field. And when you're on the field, it's amazing. Like North-South game, I felt like it was a Super Bowl. Like it was packed.
I was involved in that program for a lot of years, and I've been on the field for a lot of those games, and it's something that you just can't really describe. How it feels. And I was a high school athlete too, so I remember that joy of playing in front of your friends and family. And it's like it's probably one of like the saddest things right now. I mean, they're playing, but it seems like more of it's a formality right now just to play. They're missing out on that stuff. So I just hope it gets back together real soon, so we can get it figured out, because it's such an important part of their education, their high school career and stuff. And I know as far as like being like what I see is we deal with a lot of student athletes in here, right? I think those people, as far as like in life in general, are prepared to handle a lot of adversity. I think a student athlete is a great type of person when they come out. We get so many of them. All I see is good kids in here, and you're one of them. It makes the community really, really cool in here, because I'll see you in here chopping it up with some of the older guys, right? You'll talk to some of the high school kids, some of the older guys, and it's really cool to see.
Shout out Rob and John.
Yeah, exactly. It's real cool to have you young guys in here and stuff. I'm sad that you guys aren't away at college enjoying it, but I'm happy because you guys make the community better. More, you know what I mean? More. It's definitely like more age diverse and everything. It's a really cool vibe in here, and you're part of that.
Thank you, man.
But listen, I want to thank you for your time today, brother. All right, I appreciate it. You're athlete spotlight too, so he gets this and the athlete spotlight, so you'll find a lot of information about Yaz. So everyone, please enjoy our YouTube. Remember to follow our page, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.